Hello and welcome to Friday Nights with TCF, presented by The Loop Sports. I am Zach Lilia, and sadly we do not have the thing below us. You can follow me at Z Lilia TCF.
I'm Boomy. You can follow me at Boomy TCF. We're trying something new tonight. Shout out to producer Joe. Definitely wasn't his fault, but we're working on some editorial.
I felt bad too when I made the text the other night. I'm like, oh, we're going to kind of go back to the other stuff. I'm like, I didn't mean.
It's not his
now
fault.
Now they have a producer. Yeah. You have to put other people's feelings in.
I know, and that's what. Like, it's not his fault. I keep telling myself that. Sorry,
and we were just told that it was a little laggy, so we're going to try this. We want you to see our beautiful faces the whole time.
Yes.
Not lagging it. So
drop in the comments if everything is looking good. If it's not, let us know.
And
I feel like a new man.
If you can't tell,
myself with this fresh
Boomy has a new haircut. We also have these little, I don't know, what do you call these? Microphone cups.
Spittle protectors.
Before the show, I saw a look on his face that I'd never seen before. He looked just baffled by it. Like,
I was a little concerned. I have this fear of clowns, and I probably shouldn't be putting this out there on the internet. But I look and I keep feeling like there's a clown right in front. Oh my god, I keep getting this strange feeling, and I don't like it very much. Maybe red isn't the best.
I'm also messing with my microphone stand right now, and it was a little weird. I looked at myself, and it was like the motion I was making. So, but yes, we are here on another beautiful. Well, not beautiful out.
No,
it's actually awful out. It was the wind just killed me. I mean, I thought when I went outside,
sorry,
listening to us back.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's just a time of the year where you stay inside, watch sports, bet on all the games, and just some Baileys and coffee.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's what my whole plan is. I've got something to do tomorrow till noon, and my wife asked me, "What are you doing in the afternoon?" And I said, "I pretty much just told you what I'm doing all weekend. That was my plan." So
yeah,
I'll work on Monday. Shout out to all the veterans. Thank you for your service.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get that day off.
One day doesn't do it justice, but thank you for everything that you.
But you will take the day off.
We will take the day off. Yeah, I will anyway. You probably got to work.
Yes, I have to work. But let's get right into it. I'm gonna go right into the Cubs first of all.
Okay.
The random trade rumors was a little weird.
Garbage.
I get
what it is. It's garbage.
I don't get the why. Okay, maybe if there was some truth to it to come out and say it, but now that all Theo and Anthony Rizzo have now came out and said something against it, then yeah, that's for sure. We're not real rumors.
Buster only needs to take his stupid. Is he the one that wears bow ties, or is that Ken Rosenthal?
That's Ken Rosenthal.
Oh, whatever. But damn it. Well, either way, Buster only can just go away. That dude. That's Rizzo said it best on Twitter. Take your anonymous sources and just get out of here, dude. That's so cowardice. You're hiding behind sources. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
all you're doing is trying to get clickbait. That's all I saw on Twitter and Facebook for the last 4 hours was that the Cubs are shopping Chris Bryant. That is not what he said. That's so taken out of context.
And then what starts to come in, then what starts coming into it is who the packages that you could get for and all the prospects. It's like, stop. Yeah. Please just stop. I just don't see any intriguing package that you could give me for Chris Bryant right at the moment.
You would literally have to give
I mean, I'm not saying don't be crazy. If you give me an insane amount of players right now, yeah, I'll give you Chris Bryant.
Yeah,
but
you give me
if there's gonna be a logical
Turner,
major league play trade, he is the type of guy you trade a lot of prospects for, and we don't really in the moment. I hate this. I hate to say this. You don't want prospects, but you don't need them. You need right now because we are in championship mode right now.
Exactly.
We got to go for it, and people forget that we won 97 games?
Yeah.
And I saw an article the other day in The Athletic, which I subscribe to. Awesome, great articles if you want to read up on that.
Is it Shavin Sharman? Is that who wrote that one?
The one about you know what I'm talking about?
I might. I don't know.
The one where it says if the Cubs make no moves this offseason, they will have a better offseason than last year.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really truthful that we spent a lot of money last year, which if we're going to be getting Bryce Harper, which I hope we do.
No, we don't need him.
Yes, we'll get into that. Let's get into that right now. So I actually do get what you mean. You don't want to pay him a crazy amount of money, but I did hear a nice little thing on the radio the other day that said something about. 1 second,
we'll get to it. He's asking about Coach Quenneville, but that is actually what's going to be our leading topic, and we will that right after the Cubs stuff. So thanks, Josh, for jumping in. We will be jumping right to that.
Yeah,
we actually disagree on on that topic as well, but we just wanted to start off with Cubs.
I'm just reading the comments here. Sorry. But yeah, Coach Q, that is crazy. We will get into that. Stan Bowman should be fired. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
We'll get into that.
But, yeah.
Okay, so like you were saying about the Cubs.
Go on.
You were talking.
Oh, what was I saying?
About Bryce Harper. That's what you wanted to talk about.
Well, okay, so what if we give him like a 4 to 3 year contract?
But he won't.
I don't know why I went backwards with it, but I did.
He won't even entertain that, I don't think.
Yeah, but we don't know what he's entertaining. We know nothing. Apparently the other day
allegedly he's taken or he's turned down 10 years, $300 million from the Nationals. So if that's the asking price, to be completely honest, for $30 million a year, and yes, this might sound stupid, but for $30 million a year, you're talking about the Cubs not being able to sign another free agent until John Lester and Yu Darvish come off the books and Jason Hayward. So, and people need to stop comparing that if Bryce Harper signed with the White Sox, that it's like John Lester. No, John Lester came to a team that was established. That was established. I mean, maybe you'd be talking different if Kopech was going to be here next year, but he's not going to be here. You're definitely in one more year of rebuilding. Even if you get Bryce Harper, you're not going to – I mean, you could compete, but you're not going to win a championship. Exactly. That's the thing. I don't think he's going to go to the White Sox. I could see it, though. Like, I get why White Sox fans are excited.
I really hope he's not going to be a White Sox.
And that's two rats' asses if he goes to the White Sox. I don't care. As long as he doesn't go to St. Louis.
Yeah, my thing is if he's in the AL, I'm going to be happy because
go anywhere in the AL before you go to the National League. I don't see him becoming a Chicago Cub. Everybody, this brings me back, and we actually had a nice group message with this about on our Loop Sports group. But remember when everyone thought that the Cubs were going to get David Price?
Yes.
Everybody and their brother thought the Cubs were going to get David Price. And then the numbers didn't match up. And I just feel like the numbers situation here is
going to be tough because, he's going to want a lot of money. But,
you're saying a lot. Like, you're talking astonishing, record-breaking numbers.
And you're still going to have to pay Bryant the next few years. And you're going to have to pay other Javi Baez at some point. And with Theo's comments over the last few weeks, what do you think? How long do you think he's going to be here for?
Theo,
because we were talking on
everybody. This is the reason. Like, everybody says, like, oh, he'll be gone in like 3 years. No, like, everybody said that when he was in Boston too, though, and it took him. How long was he in Boston? 12, 13 years. He was there for 10 years after they won their first title. So I don't see Theo being a jump off the wagon kind of guy that quickly. I think Theo's going to be.
But he's also, like they say, he's a guy who can just go do.
But
he can run a movie theater, like they said.
They've asked him. I believe it was on The Score. They asked him, like, have you ever thought? Maybe it was even on Pardon My Take. But they had asked him, have you ever considered jumping into other sports? Like, have you ever considered like becoming the GM of the Browns?
Yeah, that would honestly be pretty cool.
It seems like he has little to no interest in doing that.
No.
He likes being with the Cubs. He's good at his job. So,
and the Cubs, as much as you want to like morph it into something that it's not, or spin it into something that's not, the Cubs are a good team, and they are going to be a championship contending team next year. And they didn't make the playoffs, and that's why everyone is in this crazy mode. 2 runs, 22 innings. Still can't believe that. But we will be competing. Even if we make 0 moves this offseason, we will still be competing this upcoming season. Sorry.
That's the thing. I don't think I honestly, like, getting back, and John asked the question, do you think he's going to be a Cub or a Sox? I legitimately, if I was betting right now, I think I would be betting on the Philadelphia Phillies. They have so
Tampa
much
Bay, though, is also a place they could. Yeah, but probably has a lot of room to spend the money.
It's a small market, and I've been to a Tampa Bay Rays game, and it is one of the worst professional baseball stadiums I've ever seen in my life. So I just don't see that being. I think Philadelphia, he gets to stay on the East Coast.
Tampa Bay is probably a tough place to like go to a baseball game because it's just always so nice. It's like a place like
a dump, dude. It's a concrete dump.
Really,
it is terrible.
Maybe coming for
TCF road trip down there.
It'd be actually awesome.
But anyway,
yeah, we gotta take off work. We have a field trip.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, I can't come in today. I'm flying to Tampa for.
Speaking of that, we're hoping to make the Rams-Bears game the next one.
After our little expedition on Saturday,
we're like, hey, this is awesome.
Do this all the time now. We went to the Northwestern Notre
Dame.
We
had to get the picture.
Saturday, so. Yeah,
we had to get the picture.
Exactly. We had a great time. You can catch our little recap on the podcast that we just put out the other day. Was it Tuesday?
John agrees with you that that is the worst stadium.
Yeah, I think realistically that Philadelphia makes a lot of sense for the simple fact they have a good young core. They have some really nice young players, and I believe that they lead the major leagues in the amount of money they can offer a player.
Really?
Right now, I think they have the most salary cap room of any team.
I could also see whenever Trout's next contract is up, or the contract he has now is up, that he could also be going to Philadelphia because that's where he's from.
Yeah,
and I can see
looking for a place he can win title because the poor guy is one of the best hitters in baseball,
no one knows.
And no one knows he's never played a playoff game.
Like he messed with my
mic. It was a wild card game, I think. So.
Yeah, well, so he's never made the playoffs.
I don't think so. And if he did, he never made it out of the wild card game. I apologize. Got a little bit of a little tickle going on here.
A little raspy voice. The Notre Dame fans were obnoxious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Shout out Aunt Susie catching the fade over here. You see that?
Yeah.
It's my first real haircut.
Cool. Nice haircut. You got a haircut for the first time in a long time. So.
Don't be jealous because you have to wear a hat.
I can take my hand off if I want to take my hand off, but I always
probably leave that on.
Does it look bad?
I mean.
But yeah, Notre Dame game. We did have a very obnoxious Notre Dame fan right in front of us too, so I will agree with you on that. I was going to
fight my way out of Evanston because of Zach over here.
No, it wasn't because of me.
Well, this guy was one of let's talk about this real quick before we get to the Blackhawks. This guy was one of the worst sports fans you can ever be around. Like, you talk about building your worst enemy.
I know, John. He looked awful.
A sport game. John said that.
No, he said finally he got one.
Yeah, it'll be another year before I cut it, I think. But this guy was like standing up on the bleachers right in front of Zach and his brother-in-law, and Zach finally, after a couple
more in front of my brother-in-law, who's
like 5'5".
That's tough.
Like, it's tough enough. Like, let the guy live a little bit. And then
5'5". I think that's gonna be brought up.
He started chanting instead of they were doing their NU chant, and he decided to chant "FU" as loud as he could. And I literally thought this middle-aged woman was going to rip his eyeballs out. She came up the stands, and she was ready to go. He cussed her out again. Security came, took him away. We enjoyed the hell out of the rest of them.
It was awesome. It was awesome to see him finally get kicked out because he was just a meanie all by himself too.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, like just a very weird situation. John asked a good question. What are the Cubs going to do with Quintana? He's going to be the 3, I think. He's going to be the 3 or the 4.
He'll be a pitcher for the Chicago Cubs next year.
Yeah, he'll be. I think if Darvish is healthy and is back to the way he should.
Yeah, we forgot that we have Darvish still. I mean, we have Cole Hamels who it looks like we've re-energized his career.
Oh, 100%.
Also, looks like he's spending the weekend in Vegas. I just followed him on Instagram. Looks like he's going to have a fun weekend in Vegas.
Thoughts and prayers.
He had some IPA. I think it was IPA. Looked like a
IPA kind of guy.
All right. Are you an IPA guy?
I dabble.
I just can't do it. Maybe I'm too weak.
That's exactly.
I'm more of a light beer.
Yeah, at least you said it. So I think that there's a lot of interesting stuff going on with the Cubs. There's so many opportunities. Like I said. I'm so different.
Pitching coach gone.
Yes.
Jim Hickey.
Yes.
Jim Hickey. Right?
Official.
I don't think it's official, but I've been hearing a lot of rumblings that he is going to be out because it just didn't work. I think Madden tried bringing him in because he's Madden's guy, and I just don't think it worked out.
Yeah,
I don't think the
pitching staff.
It does not look good though that we're just firing all of our. Not a good look, but if we have to keep doing it,
right?
We need these guys to click because if that was the problem last year, then. Let's hope that was a problem.
Steve, that's on me, man. I legitimately forgot that we signed that Cole Hamels extension. So, yes, Quintana will be the 4.
I think the microphone covers got him so flustered.
I'm a little flustered here.
You keep seeing clowns whenever he looks down.
I can't do this anymore. It's kind of just throwing me off. Yeah, so Hamels will be
I didn't realize how long your hair was.
You should, that was nothing what I just got cut. Remember?
But no one knew because you wore that ugly Sox hat last week.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Stay with the program. But no, Hamels will be the 3, Quintana will be the 4. It's good to be the Cubs. I mean, look, we're talking about Jose Quintana, an all-star, is going to be the 4.
And
possibly even the 5.
Yeah.
Depending on how things go,
But we are very early in stages of free agency. The offseason is very fresh. Yeah. We're going to see 100 days until pitchers and catchers.
Yeah, at least 100.
And but it gets me very excited. I'm very excited for next year's
100%.
Cubs season because
I'm excited just for a fun winter. Let's see what the Cubs do. If they're in on Harper, if they're in on Machado, whatever. Let's just see how it plays out. Have some fun with it,
Wait, yes.
I think Hickey's out. There's a good possibility that Madden is.
I'm not gonna lie. I never really gave it a second thought about Madden leaving until I figured out that they're not going to give him they are just flat out not giving him a contract extension.
Yeah, they're just going to let the contract run.
And I remember his agent, I forget what the agent's name was. He was saying on 670 The Score that they were, whenever they get really down to it, they're going to get it done. They're going to get it done, and they're not going to get it done. It's either maybe something he was he was just kind of leading everyone on, or something happened. And I think Theo's you prove it to me. Yeah, I'm not going to give you an extension just because you won me 1 World Series.
Right.
You need to prove it to me, and I'm going to give you a few new coaches, and we'll see what you can do.
Right, exactly. And if they miss the playoffs this year, then yes, he's going to be gone. I think anything short of an NLCS appearance, he's gone.
Their top 3 is going to be amazing, honestly.
And then we can argue about that because we're going to jump right into another coach being fired.
Coach Q.
Coach Q was given the axe by Stan Bowman on Tuesday.
Yes, like I said, I'm not saying the move was wrong in the way of I know that maybe there needed to be a new, just a little freshening up of the coaching staff, but I think it was very disrespectful the way they did it in the middle, not even middle, was it 17 games into the season or something like that?
So would you have rather they fired him after last year?
Yeah, if the tension between him and Stan Bowman,
give him a bounce back year, and then but if they're
going to give him a bounce back year, then they should just let him. They should let it just ride. I think that either you do it at the beginning of the season because if the tension was so bad that because I get it, Q was not a fan of playing the younger guys. Yeah. He was very into the older guys, but you knew that before the season started. So I just think that either you let it ride or you do it at the beginning of the season. And maybe I'm wrong, but in a way, I think that a guy that I think he's the most winningest coach in Blackhawks history and maybe second all time or whatever.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That and won 3 Stanley Cups for you. That he deserves better than that. But like you said, you're professional. You're in the business that they're not going to be nice to you.
Right. And that's the way I look at it.
And he went out very nicely too.
I felt that them even giving him this year was enough of a professional courtesy because they had addressed things with him not playing the young guys. They had addressed, some different things and they just didn't change. This year they gave him 17 games and nothing looked different than last year. I mean, yes, the offense looked a little bit better, but to be completely honest, this team isn't a whole lot better than it was last year with some younger guys that aren't on the ice. So if things aren't going to change, why just keep beating a dead horse? You're bleeding you're trying to draw blood out of a rock. He's not going to change. He's not going to do things differently. You've given him the 17-game opportunity. You pissed it away. All right. We appreciate the 15 years you've been around. We appreciate everything you've done, but we've got to go with another direction because they see the end could be near. The light at the end of the tunnel closer than we think with the aging guys, with no defense, and having these young guys that need to be on the ice. They're not going to be given the opportunity. You've got to give them something. And if that means getting rid of the coach, then so be
it. But my thing is, like you said, you think that just firing Coach Q is not going to make this team any better. And the defense is just not there. Corey Crawford is having one of the best years he's had. And the defense is just awful. And he's getting so many he had amazing stops the other night that just saved it from being a blowout.
Yeah.
And I just don't see where firing the coach – I'm not saying that it didn't need to be a change, but I don't see where firing the coach is going to make anything different. Playing those younger guys, they've been playing. It's not like they haven't been playing.
They haven't been playing like the minutes that they really need to be. They're not collecting. They're not collecting good ice time. They're playing. I feel like the times I've watched, some of those guys are just playing garbage minutes. Like they're down 4-0, trying to do something. And like the way I look at it is, I just feel like every good coach has a shelf life. Like Joe Torre had to be let go of at some point.
Yeah,
like every good coach. Phil Jackson, they had to part ways at some point. And I just don't think Quenneville was going to voluntarily walk away from this. So that's when they decided that, okay, if he's not going to walk away, we have to take measures in going about and getting rid of him. And don't get me wrong, like Coach Quenneville is the greatest coach in Chicago sports in my lifetime.
Yeah,
I mean,
easily.
I love Coach Quenneville, but at the end of the day, every coach has his shelf life, and I think Quenneville's shelf life just ran up. And yes, I think that there is some sort of tact in it. You're absolutely right. Give the guy a little bit of respect, but I feel like they gave him that respect by even just giving him this year, because last year was brutal.
But also it's the way
the message not getting through. It just needed something new.
Yeah, and I guess Stan Bowman is kind of the fall guy for it in a way, because he was the one that had to do it.
Yeah.
But also the way they talked about it within the media, they didn't really give a good examples either, or a good they weren't very good with the talking. It seems like
but it's hard to when you're also talking about like the winningest coach in your franchise.
Yeah, I mean they were.
You don't want to drag the guy through the mud. You kind of just
they didn't want to.
We're done. We're on. To the next point. Steve's absolutely right.
They are very good.
This division is insane. There was at one.
It's like the West of the NBA.
Blackhawks were in 5th. And they would have been leading the Pacific by like 3 points if they were just in the Pacific.
It's going to be a tough season. And it didn't help that they went down 3-0 last night right away. But they came back, made it a 4-3 game. And I guess we'll just ride it out. It just sucks not to have Coach Q.
I'm a little biased too to this new coach, because like I go to a lot of the Ice Hogs games, and that guy had been with the Ice Hogs for a while.
He's a very young guy.
He is. And I mean, he led them to, I believe, a Western Conference final last year. The guy knows his stuff.
Seemed like a nice guy. I didn't mean to be rude, but when I saw his introduction, I said, "Don't care."
Yeah,
he said, "Just don't care." It was very rude, but I didn't care.
So when you get hired at your first,
my Rockford, I said, "Hey, sir, I'm sorry,
I'm gonna text that guy. I'm gonna find his number and be like, "Hey, can you just tweet this out and say don't care?"
My bad. he just I don't care. Oh, thank you.
But I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, that this kind of lights a fire under some people's asses, because as of right now, this is just not a. It's a very black kind of season, and that's just the way it is right now.
Yeah.
So maybe this does something. I don't know.
Let's move on to a little brighter subjects. NFL.
Yep.
We got the Bears playing the Lions at Soldier Field Sunday afternoon. This is like the most excited I've been for a Bears game in a long time.
Well, this is the first time you guys have actually played I can't even say that. The Lions. The only reason I can say the Lions aren't a terrible team is because they beat my team.
Yeah, but so it's
Thanks,
just fun.
Mason Crosby, I'll never forgive you for that.
Me either, because I think I don't think he had anything to do with my fantasy team. But yes, I'm very excited. The Bears are in first place. They have 3 division games in a row in 12 days. It's gonna be exciting. It's just fun. It's just fun that football means something right now, because, like you said, the Blackhawks kind of poo-pooing right now. Yeah. Bulls stink. We'll get into that. Trade Jabari or just release him.
Just go away.
I mean, I'm not the whole.
We'll get there. Don't shoot it too fast.
Sorry, that was working me up the other night.
We had some interesting back and forth in our group message.
Yeah, but yes. So the Bears.
This is the time of year.
And we're supposed to get Khalil Mack back. I'm not sure about Allen Robinson. I knew he was practicing most of the week. And I know Taylor Gabriel, I'm pretty sure was practicing too, which is good because he went down with the injury. This is exciting, because it also is exciting because the last 2 weeks we're supposed to win, but like you know you're gonna win, but you just hope you don't lose in a way. Right. And this week these are 2 good teams going at it. Oh, this is a big time for Trubisky to prove what he's got.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's been playing pretty well. The offense last week.
Guys, because you're actually like playing an important game. Like, yes, you say, every game.
Stop saying it like that.
No. But like people say, every game's important. Okay, really?
But this game is.
You can't look at it and say, the Jets game is just as important as the Lions game, because it's not.
Yeah, this is most.
It's not.
Because we only played
one.
Not
as important as the Lions or the Vikings. Like, that's just the way it is.
5 wins last season. When was I saw a crazy thing when the last time the Bears had won a division game was a long time ago. Like, not a long time ago, but
division game.
Yeah,
beat the Lions a couple times.
Yeah, but that was like maybe last year, but
Yeah,
weeks ago. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we've only played one conference game this whole year.
So obviously, like I don't mind Bears fans getting on a high right now. It's been so long since you guys have been in first place. Does a loss to the Lions change perspective?
No, because like I said, in the next 3 games, you gotta go 2-1.
Okay.
Once it hits the 2 losses, it's gonna be disappointing.
Yeah.
Until then, you just gotta keep fighting, because I mean, nothing you really can do. Yes, it will sting. Right. It will suck, and it depends on how it goes about them losing. Like, they get blown out, then yeah, it sucks. Blown out at home, but I'm not expecting a lot of points in this game either, because I think it's going to be a very cold Friday. Sunday.
Yeah,
it's Friday today.
But that's the thing, like the Lions, they're from Detroit. It's just as cold. Granted, they do play in an indoor stadium, but like it's not like the guys that are walking around in Miami. Oh yeah. And it's kind of my voice thing. But anyway, it'll be a good game. I think that the Lions are improving. They've beaten. They beat the Patriots. I mean, let's not, get away from the fact that the Lions are not as bad as they have. And granted, they looked terrible last week because they traded Golden Tate. It'll be interesting. I think that those are obviously improved, but do I think that they're going to run away with this one against Detroit? Like, they've let some kind of average teams stay in games that they've had to run away from later. To answer Josh's question,
we'll go into the Packers -10 or +10 for what I think is going to happen in the game. We'll go into that in a little bit when we go into our picks. But actually, what's your thought on this game?
The Packers game?
Yes.
10 is a lot. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. Like, even as a Packers fan, 10 points is going to be a lot to cover. Now, the only reason I can say that I think the Packers will cover 10, the Dolphins scored, 6 points last week against the Jets.
Yeah.
So there is nothing about that defense or about that offense that makes me want to, just say, oh, they're going to turn it on at the, the flip of a switch, because they can't. The Dolphins are not good, despite the fact they beat the Bears.
That's just mean.
I mean, I also don't see that the Dolphins are going to have an answer to Aaron Rodgers. I think the Packers are going to win the game. Now, 10 points.
It's a lot.
I don't bet on the Packers. If I did, I usually don't bet on the Packers. Sometimes I do when I follow your bets, and they're stupid because I bet when they played the Rams.
Well, my bet's stupid, but it's about to, my over's about to hit. So
anyway, so I do think. Now, we talked about this a little bit with the Bears and the Lions playing outside. The Dolphins coming to play in Green Bay is going to be a factor. It's going to be like 20 degrees there. It's going to be 90 in Miami.
My Aunt Chris will be there.
So, honestly, if I was betting on it, I think I would take the Packers to cover. I think that home field advantage. It is a lot. I wouldn't put a lot on it, but I do think it's going to be.
How many units would you put on it?
You know how I bet? I'd put about a solid $8.50 on it.
I'd put
a $15 bet might as well be for me. Might as well be betting like $200 for you.
0.25 units.
0.025 units for most people.
No, I mean, I'm not betting crazy amounts.
No, not for you. Like,
but speaking of that, let's go. We got a big touchdown. Want to go into our picks? Yeah, let's talk a little bit more. That Rams Saints game. What do you think of that game?
What a game! Like that
was
literally
awesome.
Just lived up to the hype. You had the cell phone celebration. I was going crazy. I love the old Joe.
Yeah, they kept saying, "Why are you bringing props into it?" Like, that was cool. That was fun. But I also I had to look back and see what the Joe Horn thing was.
Yeah,
that's pretty old.
I remember that. I remember when he did that. Like, I loved it. And that game was, I mean, I had New Orleans +2, I think. So that was nice to see.
Bear down. Let's go.
Yeah, the Packers, we really do need a win. I mean, it's as easy as it is. I mean, they need a win just to even stay alive. So I do think it's going to happen. I don't think it'll be – I think if the Packers lose Sunday, you can just kiss any playoff hopes goodbye.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was probably the best NFL game I've seen this year outside of maybe the Patriots-Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Was that New Orleans Rams game. That was wild. That was so fun to watch because it was like 35-21. New Orleans built a little lead. Then the Rams came back. It was offense all over the place. What's the one dude's name? Michael Thomas had like 212 yards.
Yeah.
Like it was Madden numbers, dude. It looked like me and you sat over on the PlayStation and played Madden. That's what the game looked like and it felt like.
You knew it was getting me a lot of points too, so I was happy. I took the Saints.
Yeah, we both took the Saints +2. Or no, I took money line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
But let's just move on to our picks.
Okay. I will start. I have probably a surprising pick to most people. I believe in the Jags. The Jags are +3 in Indianapolis. Rumor has it, where did I come with that? Leonard Fournette might be back. Is that what I'm hearing? Am I way off on that?
You might be way off. I
might be. But anyway, Jacksonville is going to bounce back. They know that if they don't get a win this week, the Jacksonville Jaguars will not be in the playoffs. They're playing, a little bit from behind. They've dug themselves in a hole, and your boy Blake Bortles is going to bring them out of it. So I've got faith in them.
My first pick, which is a lock, the Saints -6 at Bengals. I just don't see it. The Saints are on a roll. Love it. Lock it in. Give it 3 units.
3 units. I like. And this is to tell you, like, I actually had picked the Saints, but I gave it to Zach just because of the nice guy I am. I actually like to. I like. The
I
Saints
said it.
well.
I was going to change it, but you.
No, I like. But I will actually be betting both of those games. I like the Saints. Actually, I was listening to a betting podcast, which you should listen. Go listen to whatever you listen to after you listen to our podcast. A little, selfless plug there. But they did like the Saints coming off of or on the road or something like 15-4 in their last, or 15-4-1 maybe on covering a spread in their last 20 on the road. So I think that's a good pick as well. The afternoon games suck. So I hate doing this.
It's all around weird schedule.
Well, the problem is all 3 afternoon games have a 10-point spread.
That's wild.
The Packers have a 10-point spread. The Rams have a 10-point spread, and the Chargers. So,
yes, he is playing MVP-like Drew Brees.
To get back to Steve's question about Packers throwing it in by trading HaHa, I actually think that's a genius move. He's going to get paid as probably the highest paid defensive back in the NFL this free agent
genius
year.
To start the rebuild early.
No, it's not a rebuild. He was going to be a free agent. He was going to be the highest paid defensive back in this free agent class. So they were going to let him go. Might as well get something for him. You get a draft pick out.
Well, speaking of that game.
I think it's a great move.
I got the Dolphins.
You're an idiot.
+10 in Green Bay. That's a big number, weird number.
Don't even bullshit around this. You took this because they're playing Green Bay.
No.
You're not actually going to bet.
I'm going to bet it.
No, you're not.
I will send it to you.
You will not.
I'll take a money line. I don't care.
I'll take your money line bet right now.
No, I don't go through.
Give me the odds. I'll take it. I'll be the house here.
All right. Do more secure things.
We both actually share this night pick. We both think that the Cowboys stink. They proved it on Monday when I got my only win of the week. So I've got the Eagles going.
We're in the middle.
Okay, give me a second. I don't even know where that game's at, but I don't even care. It's actually.
It's at -7.
And the game is in Philly.
Dallas.
Philly, so Dallas stinks.
Dak Prescott having a weird year, I think.
Or he's just regressed back to what he's
I haven't heard a single word about Ezekiel Elliott.
He's had 2 bad years. Dak Prescott's not a good quarterback. Don't even try and make arguments. He was good his first year, and then the NFL figured him out. He hasn't done anything since.
His offensive line kind of is a little weak this year.
It was damn near the same offensive line that it was his rookie year when he had the great year, though.
Yeah.
Minus a couple guys. He's
I was trying to help him out there a little bit.
You don't need to. He's
kind of a fire at him.
And he's kind of a jag, too.
Yeah. I don't know him, so.
Well, his interview on Pardon My Take was garbage.
Yeah. Well, I'm going
to start. He didn't know that he's got the same name as a porn star.
Yeah. That's why. And he didn't really like the way they said that either. He was. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I would, too.
You look up your name, just like, whoa. Hey, what's going on there? But the late game, the Monday night game, I had the Giants +3.5 in San Francisco. Something's got to give. They got to have a big game, and I think it's going to be this game. Eli Manning's going to do something that'll save his job for the rest of the season. Maybe.
I got the Niners. Giants are the Giants are done. Eli Manning shouldn't be allowed to quarterback in the NFL anymore. He is trash. He's the worst quarterback.
His dad came out and said that he wants to end his career with the New York Giants.
Then
really?
Retire, bro. Like, you stink. I'd rather have Geno Smith back there like they did last year. He's terrible. And Nick Collins, whatever the hell his name is, from Southern Mississippi, he looked good the other night. I mean, granted, the Raiders are terrible. But who's
Eagles
worse?
will fly.
Who's worse, the Raiders or the Giants? Who's the worst team in the NFL?
I would say the Giants are worse in a way
the Giants worse than the Bills?
I would just say the Giants are in a weird spot right now because, I mean, their quarterback job is just at least the Bills
have a quarterback. The Niners have a quarterback.
I mean, yeah, there's something going on there. The Giants. Who is the Giants' backup quarterback?
It's that dude that beat the hell out of a cop last week. Remember that?
Chad Kelly?
Road rage. No.
He actually went in somebody's house.
No. The backup.
No, Chad Kelly.
I know, but the Giants' backup got arrested for road rage and tried to run over a cop with his car. I heard.
Well, that's insane.
Yeah. But they didn't release him either.
Yeah, I just don't really see the upside in the quarterback there. You're tied to Odell Beckham for a long time, a lot of money.
Yeah. And
I would just say that their situation is probably one of the worst in the league right now.
Yeah, they might be the worst. Like I said,
even the Bills have Josh Allen to at least make your future a little brighter.
Yeah. And people are chiming in the Raiders, the Raiders are bad, but I think the Raiders are in a complete teardown mode. They're trading piece by piece.
They're bad too, but they just have a lot of picks, so they kind of have somewhat upside.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The Giants have
no upside.
I mean, granted, they
equally stink, I think.
But I think the pieces that are going to be there in the future, Saquon Barkley,
let's say
and Odell,
Raiders team right now is worse.
Yeah, because if you think about it, I mean, yes, those picks might play off, but they also might not. Where the Giants are guaranteed to have Saquon for another 3 years, and they're guaranteed now to have Odell for 5, 6, whatever he signed for.
I would just say the quarterback situation is weird.
Yeah,
so maybe you are right.
The Bills, the Bills are.
I would say the Raiders. Maybe the Raiders are in the worst position.
The Bills are in a bad spot because their rookie quarterback tore his ACL. That's really it. Yeah. So I think it is. Oakland might be the worst. Oakland.
The Bills have some upside.
Oakland the worst. Giants the second worst, maybe.
Wait, Josh Allen didn't tear.
He tore something. He's done for the year.
I thought he hurt his hand.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw season ending. I thought it was an ACL.
I didn't think.
That was Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, that's right. You scared me because I'm a big Josh Allen guy. I did not think it was an ACL.
You're so easily manipulated.
No, You're
a big Blake Bortles. Hey, you're just a big fan of big shitty quarterbacks.
No, I like the Bills to be good.
I don't.
Not a fan of Jimmy Garoppolo. No.
I like it. Going on dates with porn stars.
Oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. No, but I don't know. I think he
went to Eastern Illinois. You got to be nice to him.
I think he who was the guy who played for the Packers, backup quarterback?
Matt Flynn?
Yeah, I think.
Big white guy?
I'm not saying Garoppolo's not going to be good, but he kind of came in with the Patriots, did well for a little bit, a few games. I think he might have gotten paid off of that. I mean, he was having
he did go undefeated last year.
I know. I'm just saying. He's not really a proven, but he's got paid like he is a proven quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Adam Bakari chiming in. Josh Allen, Wyoming. Isn't that where Adam lives at?
Yes.
Yeah, can't name a whole lot of football players out of Wyoming University, but he is definitely one. Big hands. Looks good in shorts.
That's what he said.
Yeah, you guys in the comment sections are making great points. I do think the Raiders are the worst, but they also do have some upside with the draft picks where the Giants' upside is actual proven guys. And I think that makes them the second worst, not the actual worst. But the quarterback situation just kills the Giants. They're so Eli Manning.
To spit some more words out there.
This might be a hot take. I would rather have Deshaun Kaiser, who is the Packers' backup, than Eli Manning right now.
Well, yeah, anyone that's younger you'd want because there's at least an upside.
I think I would rather have Patrick Mahomes with his right hand tied behind his back.
That's insane. That's impossible. Eli Manning. It's impossible.
I would 100%.
What he just palms the ball when he snaps it. He's like a direct
like
snap.
back when you were like
he puts his hand
high.
right by the ball.
Yes. The guy actually like pushes it up into his butt, and then the guy has to he has to pull it out with one hand. I would definitely take that.
Yeah, I'm not saying, and I like Odell, but
I do because I traded him on my fantasy team.
He's been the best quarterback. He's been the best quarterback on the Giants this year. He had that awesome
Odell
throw.
plays quarterback?
No, he had that one throw to
yeah, I forgot
that
about
was like
he
a
scored
great
me some
throw.
fantasy points that week because of that.
Really?
Yeah, I think they gave me something for it.
Really? I don't think.
I don't know. I won that week. One of the few weeks I won. I've given up on the season, so.
Well, your fantasy?
One of them. My one I'm winning in a landslide. The other one I'm almost
no one cares.
Place. You're just jealous because you stink this year.
Yeah, my teams aren't good this year, but two-time champion. I always need to. I don't mean to like brag.
No one cares.
I just always
no
have
one
to
cares.
Say it. Just sucks that I always have to say it. But
no one cares.
To wrap it up, big game for the Bears. Big game. I mean,
Lions
if they
plus
can win,
3.
I'm gonna be the happiest person.
Is it Lions plus 3?
What?
Is it Lions plus 3?
I think it is. Or 3.5.
Hammer the Lions.
3. No, wait. I think it's 7.
If that's the case.
It's 7. Sorry.
Bet the bankroll on the Lions plus 7.
That's insane. But I mean, Soldier Field is going to be rocking. It's going to be cold. It's going to be bear weather. I mean, here we go. They're used to playing in the dome. They're not used to the cold.
Bankroll on the Lions.
That's insane.
Bankroll.
That's just dumb.
That's about as dumb as your Dolphins pick after they scored 6 last week.
Hey, they're due for a big.
No, they're not. The only reason you say that is because they somehow beat the Bears.
Somehow they still got the bracket chip.
I think they're going back and forth on who's going to be the starter there.
Yeah, watch out for Brock.
Now let's jump into the Bulls.
Oh,
your boy Jabari Parker.
Yeah, alley-oop he threw to Wendell Carter where he like.
And then he yelled at.
No, he's like good job. What do you do? I'm like, dude. I mean, that was pathetic.
The one.
It was like me trying to throw an alley-oop.
I think it was Redline Radio had put out the tweet. It said someone turned Jabari Parker's controller back on. He literally looked like he was playing defense. If he was like a player on 2K and he just stood there. Yeah.
Like the screen had froze.
Did you see Fred coming out on the court and yelling at him for not getting back on defense?
See, that's how I know that, I mean, he's legit just not even trying because Fred Hoiberg, who we've been waiting to see emotion from for the past few years.
Yeah.
And the one time he actually shows emotion is at Jabari Parker, who is supposedly the nicest guy ever.
I don't care.
Doesn't matter to me because he can't play defense. Not that good at offense.
No.
And we are tied up to, what is it, $20 million over the next 2 years? Mm-hmm. So it's $20 million a year, isn't it?
I play more defense in an NBA game this year than Jabari Parker.
Am I wrong?
Is
it $20 million a year?
Yes, $20 million a year for 2 years.
That's insane. But upside, Wendell Carter looking good. Zach LaVine looking great.
Yeah, 40.
We got Laurie sitting out. What?
Yeah, 42 or 41.
Yeah, 41, I think, in the overtime win.
Great showing.
I'm very excited about him. I think him and Laurie will be there.
Yep.
But
I mean, you didn't even mention Chris Dunn coming back in, moving campaign back to the bench, which is where he belongs. He actually belongs in the
G League. At the Windy City Bulls.
I think he belongs in like the JBL with LeVar.
And the worst part was, at the beginning of the year, he started hitting some threes, and he had not stopped shooting.
Didn't he cost you a spread one night?
No, I don't even. He probably did.
Yeah, I think he did. But like that's the thing. Like, and I continue to harp on this because the Bulls are in basketball purgatory. They're to a point where they're not going to be good enough to get into the playoffs. But they're also not going to be bad enough to be a top 5 pick because they have those guys coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, if Lowry was out with a season-ending surgery, if Chris Dunn was out with a season-ender, if who's the other one that's hurt right now? Denzel. If he was out with a season-ender, then yes, this team would be bad.
But they would be back
to be a top 3. But with those 3 guys coming back, the East Coast sucks just enough for them to be the 12th or 13th pick. They're going to miss out on. They're going to be playing meaningful basketball, in the last 20% of the season, and then it's going to suck because they're not going to make the playoffs. And even if they do, they're going to get bounced by either Toronto or Boston. And it's just going to be it's basketball purgatory. You're not good. You're not terrible. You're just somewhere in the middle, and that's the worst place to be. I would rather be 10-62 than 36-36. Had to do my math there for a second. I'm just tired of it.
It's just ugly.
The problem is there's nothing's going to change. Guard packs don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and we continue to give these guys chances. They go out and get Jabari, who wouldn't know defense if it slapped him in the face. He couldn't stop a fly from getting a horse shit. He stinks. And we're paying him $20 million to be average at offense and just suck at defense? Like, this is terrible. This is basketball purgatory. And there's no light to get out of it. It's just, I'm pissed. It's stupid.
Yeah, you're just not going to lose enough for it to matter.
Exactly.
It's a tough way to see it. Like, you're going to lose, but you're not going to lose enough for it to matter.
Yeah, it's terrible. I hate it. I hate it right now.
And that's why, like, I don't really care about your Packers, but with my Bears, I need them to be there for me because it's all I got right now.
Yeah, and I'm a Florida Gators fan, and we got waxed
basketball
by Florida State the other day.
I think they're. I don't know what. I'm gonna check the score. They just beat Kentucky. Is kind of some hot frauds. I think
they're losing again tonight.
I thought I had seen something about it because they lost.
It wasn't nice. You'll like
that
this,
Duke
man.
team is unreal.
We talk about being degenerate gamblers. I jumped on when Florida was down 33 the other night. Got them at plus 31.5 with like 8 minutes left. They only lost by 23. Hell of a cover by me.
Kentucky played SIU.
Carbondale?
As it looks like, and they lost by 12.
Southern Illinois Carbondale beat Kentucky.
No, it lost.
Oh, SIU only
lost.
Oh, yikes. That's not good.
Up by 3 at half. So it's a close game. Wow. That's kind of awesome. I don't know how I did not know about that.
Thank you. Josh Joseph jumps in and says the Bulls need to get –
Yeah, we need Zion Williams is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Steve, my math isn't good. I don't know. I told you I've been dealing with a cold. He said, doesn't the NBA play 82 games a year? Yeah, dude, I'm not a math teacher.
It's a teacher that doesn't –
I don't teach math.
Social studies?
Yeah. I was doing 72. So listen, the Bulls are going to go 41-41 and piss me off even more. Yeah, dude, if they can somehow get to the number 1 pick, I don't think they're going to, like I said. But Zion Williamson is the truth. It's been one game, but that dude is the truth.
Yeah, against Kentucky, they won by 34.
Yeah, there's something.
And the over, I think, just hit.
This is great live video that no one else has money on.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. It's at 68, and I have 68.5.
Uh-oh.
We're going to need a half
Big Z's in some trouble. But, yeah, like I said, the Bulls are just in enough basketball purgatory to piss me off and make me yell. And that's exactly what's been happening. I on Twitter, I'm just so – and this is what's frustrating. I actually liked the Jabari signing at first. I thought it was a good move.
The second you said you don't play defense, you're like, uh-oh.
And, when you said that, I'm like, why? Maybe I'll still defend him. I have a problem of defending guys too long. Just ask Egoy and my Darvish love. But, like –
you know what? I'm changing my views on you, Darvish. I'm going to be positive until he makes me be negative. So yeah,
but
I'm on the Darvish is good train until he proves me wrong again.
Yeah, so. I do defend guys, and it's been a very, very short-lived defending of Jabari Parker because I'm tired of seeing.
It's unbelievable.
It is embarrassing,
and it seems like he doesn't care at all.
No, why would he? And then he blames the other, like the rookies. Like, dude, that wasn't Wendell Carter's fault. That was your shitty pass.
That was horrible.
That was your fault. Like, I don't get it. I
don't even know if Blake Griffin could have got up and got that thing.
No,
back in his crazy
dunking days. Yeah, it's frustrating. Let's get to something.
Let's end on a high note.
TCF top 5. Make sure you head over to Twitter to vote on our poll that we're going to put up.
Yeah,
I've gone 6 in a row.
Let me talk here. There's something going on here. There's something going on here.
I'm going for
how he always wins. I mean, there's burner accounts.
Oh.
He pay people. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, sore loser. Yeah, because I have 40. I'm beating your ass. I don't have 45 burner accounts. No one has 45 burner accounts.
It was just crazy. The other day it was so close at the end, and then right at the end you blew away with your burner accounts came in. You're like, oh, I got to now. I come in.
That's so funny.
You're just up late night just creating accounts.
That's interesting you say late nights because I'm pretty sure that poll ended in the afternoon.
Well, you still made the burner accounts at nighttime. So I didn't say that you made them right before.
I've told you. I'll admit I have 3 Twitter accounts, but 2 I don't even use. Really.
This one will be a little bit, I think, closer.
This is kind of a personal thing.
Yeah, in a way. This is going to be tough to vote on.
Yeah, we'll discuss if we're even going to put this up on a poll. This is
we'll put it up. We'll put it up.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
No, we'll put it up.
So what we're going to do is the top 5 professional sporting.
I would say we should put it you've either been to or want to visit.
So why don't we just do top 5 current professional sporting venues?
Yeah. See, there we go. On the fly.
All right. Since I've kicked your ass so many times, I'll go ahead and give you first pick.
A place that I really want to go to would be Fenway Park.
Ooh, that's a good one. You took that from me.
Because I guess this is I
it
guess
can also
this
be
is
those
taking
places that you've been. Because maybe a place you've been that I haven't.
Okay, then I'm going to have to change that. Wrigley Field is just one of the greatest places ever.
Okay.
I mean, just going there, the emotion inside there, and just remembering like when I was younger going there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just awesome. It's just a
place.
First pick. It's a beautiful place to go, and you just always know that you'll be around like Cub fans. Crazy to be a Cub fan. But it's just the atmosphere, especially nowadays with the new stuff around there.
Yeah.
It's just the best.
Absolutely. My first pick is I'm just going to go with the United Center for not only Bulls but Blackhawks games. I actually have
Blackhawks games. I would say is almost.
Yes,
more
I was actually just going to say that I enjoy going to Blackhawks
Before
games
they fired
more
Coach
than I go to if I go to Bulls games. So the United Center, and that was like the first. My first professional basketball game was the year after Jordan retired. So it was 1999. My mom and I went to. The Bulls and Knicks game, and I remember every time I walk in there, I think back to that game because we actually got the tickets when Jordan was still playing, and then he retired, so I missed out on that.
That sucks.
But no, it was tough. But the United Center for hockey games, basketball games, whatever the case is magical. My number 2, and see, this is hard. This is why I don't think we should put this up to a poll because. Like to me, Lambeau is great because I'm a Packers fan, but like you could say Soldier Field. I don't think we're putting this to a poll. The second best stadium I have ever been to, or that I even think is in the country is this is going to be out of left field, but Safeco Park in Seattle is incredible.
That would be a cool.
It is a really neat because like literally right across the street is the football stadium. It's very modern. It's not too modern though. There's not a bad seat in the house. I really enjoyed the game I went to at Safeco. What's your number 2 and 3?
So I guess number 2 would be Fenway Park. I always want to go there.
Good choice.
And that was good. Number 3 is just going to be like you said, PNC Park. That place is beautiful. Yeah. I went there. I think it was like. Maybe it was like right when they built it.
It's a good choice.
I was pretty young. And then it's just a beautiful park. You go right out, you just go over the bridge to get there. Just unbelievable. My mom forgot the tickets. That was kind of funny.
No way.
Well, we were like got halfway.
No way.
Not like I don't know how far. We were pretty far. And but unbelievable. I mean the atmosphere is awesome, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful park, beautiful area.
I did not know your mom forgot the tickets for that.
She's probably not gonna like me saying that, but
that's hilarious. So she forgot them where at the hotel?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's not awesome. It was not awesome.
That's pretty funny. Sorry.
Ew.
Dude, I don't know what is wrong with me. Well, there's a lot of things wrong with me. There's no need to get into it.
True.
All right, number 3 for me. Oh boy, you're backing me into a spot here.
We
some of the best ones I've been to don't even exist anymore.
Well, we have existing ones, so
I'm going to go with AT&T Park in San Francisco, sitting right on the bay there, with the water right behind it. McCovey Cove, open air. I mean, San Francisco is a beautiful place in the summer. I really, really like San Francisco.
Really?
Yeah. So I would definitely go back there. That was my 3rd. So I got 4. I'll do it. Lambeau. I mean, there's just something magical about it. Have you ever been to a game up there?
No, I've been on a tour, but that's it.
It's wild because and I wish Nick was on here tonight. He could attest. I went to my first game at Lambeau actually just a couple months ago, and you're literally like driving up the Wisconsin freeway and just nothing, just trees, cornfields, and then like you come up over a hill and you come back down, and there's just this monstrosity, this 80,000 person stadium in a city of 100,000. It is so cool. It is very neat, and you literally see. I mean, the town doubles in size. It is, and we were at a night game. Luckily, it's just very. You feel isolated. You don't feel like I went to a game in St. Louis, and you have the big city around you. Where here, like, you almost feel like you're at like the world's biggest high school football game. Like, there's nothing going on outside the stadium. It's just the football.
Yeah,
that was really. I think even if I wasn't a Packers fan, I would enjoy the kind of mystique to it. So that's my fourth pick.
I probably wouldn't like it that much though.
See, I'm going to say the same about Soldier Field. I think Soldier Field looks like a UFO landed on top of it. So.
I'm not like.
I would love to go back and see the old Soldier, like a game at the old Soldier Field, like when you watch like Walter Payton highlights. You know how you see like the opening in the columns. I would love to go back and watch.
I like to see the old UC.
Yeah. Oh, the Chicago Stadium.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Or this looks kind of like very small.
Dump, but I heard it was like people just pissed in
they
the
used to be
stairwells and stuff.
They used to be probably rocking.
Yeah.
Awesome times. Oh. Be cool, but my number 5.
I think you have 4 and 5.
No, because I did 1 and then 2,
1,
3.
2, 3.
So 4. Places I want to go or have been. Let's see what we got.
We chose a bad topic here. This is tough.
Yeah, this is tough.
I don't think this is a voting kind of poll.
Because you might lose too.
You also said PNC, who's like a hated rival of the Cubs.
I'm just saying, it's a beautiful park.
Oh, do you like Busch Stadium too?
Yeah. We're not going. I'm not going off. This isn't alliances to any teams.
Just say that you like Busch Stadium.
Oh no, I said I did say what I said.
Oh,
I said PNC.
You get 2 left.
It's nothing to do with rivals. Even though, wait a second. Oh, there we go. We got my points.
You want me to go?
Yeah. No.
Because I have my 5th that I don't think you'll take. Maybe you will.
Okay. Minnesota, beautiful park.
Beautiful
new park, yeah.
See, and I haven't been there. That's one of the few I have not been to.
But if you are sitting in right field about right when the game starts, it will kind of suck for the sun. But it's a beautiful park, modern, and like you said, these are ones we've been to, so that's just one I've been to.
I have not been to that. What is it, like a 5-hour drive from here?
It's quite a bit more. I think it's quite.
Is it 6.5?
Yeah. Well, we got 5 family up there, so that's
okay.
why. I don't even know.
That sounds like a TCF field trip next summer.
Yeah. Oh, we got some comments. Yankee Stadium and Chicago. Well, yeah.
But the new Yankee Stadium is not that great. Yankee Stadium. And I can speak to this. I went to Yankee Stadium when I was like 14. That place sucked back in 2004. The place was a dump.
Busch Stadium's a dump.
Did someone comment in on Busch Stadium?
Mom, yeah, Wausau Woodchucks. Great park.
You and all 38 people that went there?
So then number 5.
Wausau has a professional baseball team?
No, it's minor league.
I
know, but it's just like a little minor league team that I don't even think – it's like I think it might have been like a –
Frontier League?
Yeah, like a Rockford Riverhawks or whatever.
They don't even exist anymore.
Target Field, that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah. I've heard good things.
I would say number 5, so I'll just turn it into a
you have 4 and 5.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did Minnesota. I'm sorry.
5 would be I like to go to either we won't put the vote then. Either like a Notre Dame or a Michigan.
Yeah,
I want to go to a college football game like that, like a big house or something like that. That'd be just a cool atmosphere.
See, and
LSU or something like that.
Yes, and that's actually I was gonna say I went to a game at Camp Randall. And that was a really neat experience back in probably 2005. But if I had to pick one I really want to visit, I would obviously say I want to go to the Swamp in Florida. And I would like to go to a game in Tuscaloosa just to see like the Alabama LSU.
Next year we should just take some time off, spend some money, and just go to all the games.
Yeah, let's go to the Alabama LSU game. It'll be in Bama next year.
We'll go to Michigan, Ohio State, wherever it's at. We'll go to Notre Dame.
I think Michigan and Notre Dame will be at Michigan this year.
Well, let's go to all of them.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to throw this one to a poll, but that was definitely –
GoFundMe.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've just been on this kick about talking about stadiums and stuff since we went to Northwestern. So our little TCF top 5, and especially on places we visited. We've been to pretty much all those places that we just listed.
Yes, the only one I hadn't been to is the last one. What did I say, Fenway Park? So yeah, I've been there.
You haven't been to Fenway, and I hadn't been to.
So maybe
Minnesota.
we just made this list just so that now we have a little list of TCF trips we need to go.
Yeah, so that's really we're just brainstorming for the future here. Thank you guys for commenting in. We appreciate hearing from all of you. Anything else in there before we hop off, Zach, from the comments section?
Oh, OU is at Northwestern, so we will have to be going to that game next year.
OU, Oklahoma.
I'm guessing Ohio State.
That's OSU.
Oh, OU. OU.
Oh,
who would that be? But
help us out, man. Is that Steve that commented that in?
Yeah.
Steve, is that Oklahoma? Help us out, brother.
Because that'd be kind of cooler than
Oklahoma at Northwestern. Is that what he said?
He said OU. You see the comment?
I can't see. I told you I don't have my glasses on. I can't see
really that bad.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oklahoma.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Let's
honestly.
go.
So let's go.
I'd be down. That's definitely.
That's better than Ohio State.
Yeah, I'd actually rather go see Oklahoma. Again, I apologize for the coughing.
Well, thank you.
Nothing I have control over.
Yeah, a little nicely done there.
Yeah, so make sure you go follow us on Twitter. I'm Booming. You can follow me at Booming TCF. Follow the main page at typical_Chicago.
Oh, it's Ohio State.
Oh, it is Ohio State.
Either way, Ohio State's fun.
You guys have to remember to drink before we go in because there's no booze in there.
Yeah, or sneak some vodka or something.
It's pretty easy to sneak booze into that joint.
But
follow us the main page at typical_Chicago. Follow the Loop Sport at the Loop_Sports. What's your Twitter handle?
Follow me at ZLilia TCF.
Follow us on Instagram. Go to subscribe to us on YouTube. We're going to be doing a giveaway here at the end of the month to all our subscribers. So make sure you do that. And you can find us on iTunes. We'll have having a podcast out hopefully Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday night. And stay warm.
Yes, absolutely.
Bye-bye.